Hey guys, I want to show you this Rauland Responder 5 and TekCare solutions. So this right over here is the nurse call system. So this is actually for all the teams in the hospital. So what you have, if you're either a patient care worker or a registered nurse, you'll have an ASCOM phone with you, and if you have Rauland Responder 5. So this is what you'd use if you want to talk to the patient whenever they have a patient need, or they just want help with going to the bathroom, or just need a payment or need some water. So right over here is the Rauland Responder 5 Nurse Console. So this is basically a phone with a speaker, handset, keypad, workflows in the screen. So this is the screen where you will be receiving all the calls. This right over here is the 4-button station, which is used for staff, not for patients. But it's rather if you need an EVS touch-up or it's an emergency. So if you press this, then if the need is finished, press this or press the check marks. All right, you got that? Now we got the single patient button station. This is actually pre-owned, and you can actually buy this from BEC Integrated Solutions. All right, so now right over here you can find these for a few $100s. So right over here you got the medical alarm jack, which is like basically used for chair or bed exit alarms. That has like a medical alarm jack and with a red button on it. So if your patient gets out of bed, then you would press this red button, and there's gonna be a green light, 4 green lights flashing. No, not flashing outside the room, not flashing. So you got a cancel button, which is used to cancel the alarms. And actually there's a built-in alarm fatigue built into the system. So whenever the patient disconnects the medical alarm jack, it has 5 seconds to either plug it back in, or you need to cancel it. So right over here you have a red button on it. Now this is basically what you'd use if an emergency happens. Okay, and you can speak to the patient through the microphone, through the speaker, and the patient can also talk to you through the microphone. Hope you got that. So right over here this right over here is the dome light. So this is basically used to show status of the patient, if they need things like water, or there's an actual emergency, or a code blue. So this is the same as the one on the top. Sorry if I'm stuttering. Yeah, I'm sorry. So right over here, same corridor light, power supply, and this right over here is the TV controller with a built-in nurse button. Yeah, there's also the same one, but this is more advanced. So right over here, this is the medical alarm jack, which you would use if there's like a bed or chair exit alarm. All right, so now we're gonna go through the next 20 products. So right over here we have the medical alarm jack, the emergency button, and the cancel button. Now right over here you got you got 3 buttons. You got the cancel button, staff assist, which is basically perhaps your patient fell and it's a high falls risk, but it's not a rapid response, but you need direct help, then you would press this. Code. Now this is code blue. So just in case that your patient lost a pulse or anything, you could just press this, and it would call for help. Sorry about that. Alright, now we have this. Oh my god, this is a really big button. So this is easier to call for help. So you basically use this in case if you're like in the toilet or anything, and you need help. Perhaps perhaps you have fainting. You have the ability to faint, or you're just like able to fall. So you would press this, and once you press it, you cannot remotely cancel it. Like on your Volt phone, you cannot do it, and on the secretary's desk, you cannot do it as well. So you got the cancel button as well. So right over here, we got the code blue button. Now this is what you use, same as perhaps the patient lost a pulse. So right over here, this is the staff duty station. So right over here, you got the two buttons: speaker, microphone, and also 5 lights. All right. Hope you all got that, because I'm not going to repeat it again. So right over here, we got the medical alarm jack with the patient call patient pillow speaker. So basically, there's just like I said, there's a built-in alarm fatigue. So if you remove the patient call bell or pillow speaker or anything that's connected to this, you have 5 seconds to either cancel it or plug it back in. Using the cancel button, you can easily cancel all the alarms. We have so next right over here is the mini corridor light. So this is used to show status of the patient. So right over here, no. All right. So right over here, just like the last pillow speaker. Sorry if I paused for a bit. Anyways, I need to close the door real quick. Alright, this is my security system. You'll be seeing that later. This is my new smart lock. So right over here, same as the pillow speaker, but there's actually more options. So instead of having one button, there's actually 4 buttons now. So like, let's just say you introduce this pillow speaker to the patient. Remind them that next time they need a pain med, just only press the pain button. And if you want water, just only press the water button. But if you need to go to the toilet, then press the toilet button. Or if you have a need, like a blanket or anything, and or something that is not built inside the pillow speaker, press the red button. So right over here is the staff terminal. So this is basically the touchscreen in every patient room. So what this does is that it has a couple different workflows on it. So I got emergency, timer, and duty or EVS needed. But you got more options on it, and this is used in all the patient rooms, like either in the NICU or in the patient care room. All right. Hope you got that. Now let's go into the second room. So I'm sorry if I'm taking a delay. So right over here, so it's the same as the red button. It's like the same as this, but with the red button on it. But actually there is a volume button on it. So you see that? So whenever you're talking to the patient or the patient's talking to you, say that they're in pain, and you can't really hear them because they got their TV all the way up. Press this button, and you will hear the patient more better. Same as this, but it actually doesn't have a medical alarm jack. Now this has two medical alarm jacks. Sorry guys, I got a message. Let me pause for a bit. Alright, let's continue. So this is a corridor light. So this is basically used to show status of the patient. So whenever they need help, staff assist, or code blue, then this will be blue. Staff assist, either blinking red or flashing white light, or strobing 7 different colors. So this right over here is the emergency alarm for the shower, but not necessarily for shower, but next to the toilet. So if someone tried to not try to, but someone is having a feeling to faint or anything, then they would pull this cord, and you can speak to the patient, even if it was a shower pool for help. Alright, so this is the call assurance light, which basically lets you know that if you place a call, then it's gonna let you make sure that the call has been placed. Don't know what is that, but this is but we're not gonna go through that. So we got the 2 button stations. I'm not gonna be going through that as well. But this actually has a really big button on it. Not a really big button, but it has like a push for help button. Alright, so we're on the 3rd page right now. This is I'm not sure what is in here, but forget about this because we're gonna be going through everything. So right over here is the pillow speakers. This is the 3rd generation. So but I don't know why it's like this, because it looks kind of weird. I'm sorry about that. Same as these ones. This is the medical alarm jack, and also this is the latest toilet pull for help, and it actually has a yellow button right now, which basically means that the doctor or the nurse said, I don't want you to get out by yourself, so I want you to press that yellow button and call me, and then I'll walk you back to bed. So then don't forget to tell the patients about this, because otherwise if they need help going back to bed, then they're just gonna pull the red cord every time. So we need to make sure that we need to eliminate all of those loud alarm fatigues. Alright, so this is the latest version of the pillow speakers. So you got TV control, and same as the last ones, and you actually have a screen protector, which you can basically use just in case if there's like an accidental damage of the screen. You would put this, and also this would protect the screen. So now we're gonna be going through the Alright, so now we're gonna be going through finally the TekCare solutions. And actually, before we get into the TekCare nurse systems, I want to show you that in my channel you will actually see this TekCare logo right over here. This is basically inspired by the new TekCare nurse call system. So can't wait to be showing this to you guys, and I hope I will be finding a hospital with one of these systems, and I can demonstrate this to you in real life. Alright, so hope we got that. So this right over here is the server, and it's also the family tree of TekCare. So right over here you got different categories, but I'm not gonna go through all of them. So instead I'm gonna be going through the TekTone NC160, because this is the latest version they have. So right over here we got the master station with the GUI on it, which basically has shows what call is requesting. So you got routine call with a room on it. Sorry if the camera's shaking. You got bath assist and code blue alarm. And this is the master station with a built-in handset, which you can actually speak to the patient. So now, right over here, there's actually a video about it, but I've seen this a million times, so I'm not going to give the link to it. But if you want, it, I will be able to do it. I will be able to send the link. So right over here we got so this right over here is the nurse call system. So it has a built-in medical alarm jack with a red button on it, which you can press whenever you need help. So this is basically used inside of the NICU. So like just in case if there's like a mom with a baby on it, maybe she's holding her, maybe I think she needs help, or maybe she's feeding, or maybe she's on kangaroo. So next right over here is the 2-button station. So we got the reset button, which can basically be used to reset any call, and a press for help alarm button. Next right over here we have the same nurse call button with a built-in cord which you can actually pull, and this will start to flash. Next we got the code blue alarm, which hopefully this would never you would never use, because sorry. So actually TekCare actually made so this is the TekCare monitor touchscreen, which is basically used to sorry about that. So now we're gonna be going through the parts. So this is the TekCare app. So this is the nurse call bell. So you would press this. So this has a red button on it. So next right over here we got the master station GUI. Yeah, so this has the same GUI as this. So right over here we got the audible call system. So you got 2 buttons, status light and speaker. And you got some medical alarm jacks. You got another medical alarm jack with a nurse button, same but with a code blue button. This has 2 medical alarm jacks but with the same with the code blue button. And this is a 10 feet. So there's like different lengths of sorry if I'm stuttering, but this is the nurse call bell. So there's actually different lengths. So this is 10 feet and this is 20 feet. So this actually makes it easier for people who are just like disabled and like needs more length with pressing this button. So also right over here, you would basically use this in like the toilet or in the shower. Now you need to make sure that you put this pull string in the middle. You need to make sure that you put that in the middle, because otherwise if somebody was trying to call for help, this is not gonna do anything. So right over here, we got the call for help button right over here. And right over here we have the code blue button, and this is the duty station. It features a light and a tone depending on what level of call it is. So this is the corridor light or the dome light outside, which is located outside of the door. All right. Same as this. These are mounting plates, and these are this is actually a pager which you can actually use if someone tries to call for a code blue or anything. And this is actually a package right over here. So you got the SF123 pull cord, but I'm pretty sure this is so I'm like very impressed about this system. About these systems. So I hope you enjoyed this. And wait, actually we can go through the panic button system. So let's go to the panic buttons before we end. I don't know this. But anyways, that's basically it. Hope you enjoyed.